3 things you can do that altogether cost about $20 for your Glock to improve any Glock pistol. $15-round mags. Neat, right? Go check it out. So today I want to talk about a couple things. Now, most people, when they get a gun, I recommend that you shoot it a bunch, put, a couple hundred rounds through it at least, I'm talking at least, before you start thinking about fiddling with stuff, before you start thinking about stuff to swap, stuff to take off, things to put on, mods. Modding a gun is definitely cool, and I like doing it. There's things that I do that are aesthetically pleasing to me, like maybe some Cerakote, red trigger, some cool shit like that. And then there's a lot of functional things. So then I have my carry gun like this with an RMR, flashlight, some higher suppressor height sights, things like that, that I think are important and cool, functional, but I wouldn't recommend going all out right away. There's a few things, however, because I've been shooting Glock for a very long time now. I think I bought my first Glock when I turned 21 back in around 2015. And it's my main handgun platform. I've owned a couple Glock 19s. I own a Glock 34. One of my Glock 19s is all tricked out. This is my main carry gun kind of thing. But when it comes to Glock, there's a lot of things that you can do that are huge, massive modifications, like Cerakoting, like stippling, like adding an RMR. But there's a lot of things that you can also do that I recommend everyone do, which isn't normal for me. I recommend everyone on their Glock do a couple small things. And now this is going to be less than $30. The first thing that on every Glock, I have the same issue. I've got pretty long fingers. I don't know, there's no size reference here. I guess I'll just do this. I've got pretty long hands. I need to wear an XL glove in any glove size that I've ever worn. It's always been an XL. That's all I can fit into because of the length of my fingers. But on every Glock, I have an issue where I can't press the magazine release without changing my grip. So if I'm shooting like this, boom, 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 runs dry, I put a new mag in. In order for me to get it, I have to slightly adjust my grip in order to reach that. Now, there's a lot of aftermarket extended magazine releases that run for about, $30, $40, $50 even. But the one that's my favorite that I put on every one of my guns is the factory extended one that you can get from Glock. So this is a factory OEM part. And it runs less than $4. I think when I picked up mine from Brownells, it was about $2.80. Crazy, right? All it is just a normal magazine release. Let's see if you can see that. But it's just slightly longer. Just adds a little bit of extension. Now, what I do to this to make it a little bit more pleasing for me, the edges on this are very sharp. They're right where I get my left hand in here. The inside of my thumb right around here always ends up getting cut up. And now I can deal with that, but why would I? And when I'm carrying it on me, when I have it right here, those sharp edges dig into my gut, and I'm honestly just not a fan of that. So I round off the edges a little bit, but it still gives me magazine, putting it in. I can easily just drop my mag. So being able to drop my mag is huge. For $3, I get a much easier experience. Anyone with tiny little baby fingers, you can easily reach this, no problem. Moving on to the next thing. As you might have seen on this side of the gun, the extended slide stop. Now, this is also a factory Glock part. This comes on any 34 or 35, any of their IDPA, USPSA, competition style guns. They all have the extended slide stop, as you can see here. I used to be of the camp of come over the top and rack it. But as I've learned more and as people have evolved with shooting, we've all kind of learned that that's easy. I've never not gone to press that and it go. I've shot a lot of competitions with these on my Glock 34. I've never had it not close when I go to press it. So for me, I'm comfortable. I know that everything that I do, dropping the mag, fine motor skill. Pressing the trigger, fine motor skill. Pressing the slide release, fine motor skill. I don't know why for so long. I guess it just made sense at the time that, when you're going for a reload, it's going to be a panic. But if I can do all these other things, why can't I do this? So for me, I'm comfortable using this. If I slide lock reload, mag in, closing the slide like there, back on the action. So for me, I'm comfortable doing that. Now, the third thing, this is a non-visible part, but it comes factory with the Glock 34s and the Glock 35s. and I recommend you put it on any other gun. It's the trigger connector. Now, inside the housing back here, I'll put an overlay of it right here. There's a little piece that sticks into the trigger housing. Most of you know what this is, but there's a lot of different ones out there. You can get the Ghost, the Apex, all kinds of, every manufacturer that makes a Glock trigger. Shit, any gun manufacturer, they probably make a trigger connector that's the minus connector, but Glock has the factory one that runs about $8 to $9 that brings your trigger pull down to about 4.5 pounds, and it's what I have in this gun here, and this is a smooth, crisp break. I've definitely had lighter Glock triggers, but with this, I'm totally comfortable with knowing that it's a factory-backed part, and Glock knows their shit. Glock knows how to make a Glock better than any other manufacturer. I don't care who you're talking to. I don't care who at agency or whatever thinks they make a better Glock. Yes, they might make the gun better, but they don't know how to make a Glock a better Glock. So for me, those three parts, I think you're looking at around, like right now on Brownells, let's see real quick. This extended slide stop lever, $9.46. The extended magazine release, $3.18. So, and then the Ghost minus connector and the Glock minus connector run about $7. So you're looking at around $20, and you have a vastly better firearm. You've got a gun that is easier to drop the slide. You've got a gun that is easier to drop a mag, and you've got a gun with a better, more consistent, less gritty trigger pull. For me, it's just something that I got to do on every gun. I just picked up this Glock 19, and before I did any of the other fancy shit like add an RMR, add a light, new slide, new trigger, I did those three things. I got a new mag release, got a new slide stop, and I got a new trigger connector on the inside here. So for me, I think that it's a no-brainer. $20, $20, $30, depending on shipping and everything, and you've got a gun that is vastly superior in terms of the basic functionality of it than a regular Glock. There's a lot of other things you can do that cost a lot more money, but for $20 to $30, you really can't beat it. I'm gonna drop some, actually no, I can't really link shit anymore. I don't really know how that works with whole YouTube censorship or whatever, fucking gun channels, I don't know. But whatever. Brownells, Midway, shit, maybe even Amazon, any of these parts, they're super easy to get a hold of. $20, $30, and you've got a better gun. So I recommend it. If you have any questions, you've got any input, things that you put in your guns that are cheap, inexpensive, good little mods, drop a comment. Maybe I'll take a look at them. Anyways, have a good day. Hope you all found this informative. If not, drop a down like or dislike or whatever. I don't know what the fuck you do. If you liked it though, drop a like, comment, subscribe, whatever it is. Have a good day, y'all.